I've done a rib band and I want to show you how to join one end of the rib to the other end of the rib to connect them. I'm doing repeats of 18, and so on when I join these I'm going to maybe start working in the round, and I'm going to put one single crochet into the end of each one of these ribs, at the end. So I've marked every 18 stitches with some scrap yarn, and I'm now going to join them into the round, because this is the 18th, the last row of my last repeat that I want in the round. So let's join. I'm working in front post half double crochets. That's the US terms, and the UK terms are front post. Oh, you see, I'm no good at terms. You'll see what I'm doing, whichever stitch you're using. That's what it's called. Right. So I'm joining this one to that one. This camera is just out of line with where I am. I'm going to move you over like this a bit. Sorry about the wobblage. Is that better? Because I have a tendency to go that way. Right, so get your two ends and you put one end on top of the other end like that. So don't put them together like that. You lay them over the top of each other like that, and then you join this one. Don't chain at the end of this last row, where normally we've been chaining two before we turn and do the next row. You don't chain on this one, and I'm going to insert through here this last stitch here. I'm going to put my hook down there straight away without chaining, and then I'm going to put it, these stitches here, I'm going to go through the post there, and I'm going to connect that with that. Just put that round there, just pull that loop through, and then pull it through there to create a slip stitch. Okay, then you can chain one just to give yourself a little bit of space to come back down here through that same hole you went in the first time, and then go to the back of here to the other row, the other side of your work. Don't take these floppy bits. If you've got these floppy bits like me, go between them two like that. So you're taking the last post, pull through, go through there and up through there, and then come through the other side of that one. So you've gone through all of the loops, and you're pulling this loop through all of the layers. Sometimes you catch a loop, just wiggle it, and then make another slip stitch. Go down the next hole where your yarn comes up, and then go around the post of the next one on the other side, back up the post of that one, pull the loop all the way through all of the layers, and make a slip stitch. Again, through the next one, through the next one, pull through your loop, create a slip stitch, and do this all the way along. I've made 12. I keep wanting to wrap that round before I've come through, sorry. I've made 12 stitches wide on the rib band for this item of clothing that I'm making. And like I say, then I'm going to be working in rounds of repeats of 18. So I've got 6 repeats in this rib I'm going to be working on, which is a total of 108 stitches. So I made 107 rows of rib, including my foundation chain, and this is the 108th row that I'm fastening off with, joining with, I should say. Right, We're getting towards the end now. You just take your time, and I'll show you now when I get to the end what it looks like on the other side, because it pushes the other rib forward. You get a nice flat join on the inside, and you can't tell on the outside where the join is. The foundation row I used was the one I showed in the previous video, which I'll leave the link for. Now this one's the last end stitch like we joined at the beginning. You just go through that one, pull it through, chain, slip stitch, and then chain one. And so now we've joined these two together, so it's nice and flat against your body, because we're going to turn that to the inside. And then when you turn it and look the other way, it's just the same as all of the rest. And now you have a nice neat join, and you can start working in the round on your lovely stretchy rib. And I've got 6 repeats, like I say, so I'm going to leave that there, and then if you want to continue, I'll show you how to do that.